Hello everyone, welcome to my humble abode, welcome to my house. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my future. Not specifically my future, it's going to be your future, my future, the future in general, okay? This video is going to be on my current position. I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about what's going on in my life right now, where I'm trying to get to, how I'm going to get to that place. I'm going to link it to you guys, what you can do, etc. And of course, this whole video is for your guys' purposes. You can do with this video whatever you want. You can learn from it. You can be inspired from it. So to start off, I'm going to give you guys an update on my life right now. Of course, you know the whole deal, like my personality. If you're new to this channel, I'm a 16-year-old entrepreneur who's trying to make it as a trader, I don't like calling myself an influencer, but I'm on social medias. I definitely have a big presence on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I make long form YouTube videos as well, such as the one you're watching. I'm trying to do more vlogs. I might start streaming when I might think about it. I might start streaming my trades. That's basically what I do in a nutshell. Of course, I do have the Brotherhood podcast with my friend Marco. Other than financial is to become absolutely ripped. As you can see right now, I am not the thickest tree. I'm, kind of skinny. I always was, pretty skinny, as you can see. And I'm not ashamed of that. Look, you can fit my pinky finger and my thumb around my arm, okay? That's how skinny we are. And we want to get bigger, of course. We are a man. We are a fella. We are a lad. We want to put some muscle or some bark onto our tree, okay? I want to become as strong as possible. I want to be the best possible version of myself. In a nutshell, that's not just mental. It's not just financial. It's also physical. So, of course, I'm going to want to work out and become the best physical version of myself. That's why I do calisthenics all the time. I may or may not be joining a gym. And then finally, of course, I want to be the strongest mentally. And that just comes down to learning more. I want to be more intelligent. Now, here's something I want to talk about as well. Why do I want to be rich? It's pretty obvious. Short answer is pretty obvious. But I'm going to go into depth about why I want to, what I'm going to do, a little bit about my backstory, etc. So, I'm 16-year-old. I live in Ireland, Dublin, Ireland. I've always lived in Dublin, Ireland. And as of recently, I have been, I'd say, quite traveled. As of recently, I've been quite I've been introduced to traveling and going to the different countries, and I really enjoy it. Of course, I love traveling. I love new places, new cultures, new languages, learning about different places, experiencing what life is like in different areas. Of course, Ireland is always fucking raining, and I really do like the hot weather. I really enjoyed going to Spain with my class recently. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. I actually recorded and vlogged the entire thing on my channel. I'm going to be going to a couple more places, and I will be vlogging it over the summer as well, but I don't want to live in Ireland for the rest of my life, at least not for, the whole year all the time. I want to maybe live 6 months one place, 6 months the other. So I want to live half my life in Ireland, half my life in maybe I might keep it to Europe. I might go somewhere else, preferably somewhere with no, that preferably somewhere hot. Because I don't want to be living in Ireland and then also live somewhere else that's really cold or has really shit weather. So that's one reason why I want to be rich. Of course, I want to be able to travel, etc. And that's one reason why you guys, of course, should want to be rich. You should want to experience the most that this earth has to offer. You should want to experience every single corner of the globe, every single country. Of course, imagine being born, staying in this town, living in the same town all your life and dying. the whole point of traveling is you expand your mind, you learn new things, you experience new things. You get to a certain age, whether it's in your teens or being a young adult, and nothing is really new to you anymore. You've experienced everything, you've tried everything, and there's nothing new. But traveling adds something extra. It adds a whole nother way of living, and that's why you should want to be able to travel. And you know, it's expensive. Of course, it's expensive, and it will require money. And maybe if you work a 9 to 5 and scrape every last penny together, and your spouse, your wife, your partner does as well, maybe you can bring your kids on a week-long holiday per year. But like, is that worth it? That's 1 week of these new experiences, this beautiful weather. And then you're back in the plain old little town, working a 9 to 5, and then you do that until you're retired, and then you have a little bit more holiday time and money, and then you die. That is not a life. You could be spending your days and your years on this beautiful earth, experiencing what I've explained, traveling, new places, etc. Another reason why I want to be rich is because of the lifestyle, of course. Imagine being able to drive all these cars. Imagine being able to go to any restaurant. This is one thing that I love the idea of. A lot of time when I'm out with my friends, or if I'm out in town or by the beach, I'm like, I really want to get food right now, but I only have €5. I only have €10. And then what do I have to do? I have to watch my money. I can't, I have to be really clever. I have to buy this and this, and oh, that's too much money. I can't buy that. Imagine just being able to walk into any restaurant, not looking at the price, and just ordering everything on the fucking menu and eating whatever you want. That is just one of, like, it sounds little, and I'm talking about stupid shit like food right now. I could be talking about Lamborghinis, etc., but it's just the little things in life are so much more enjoyable if you have financial freedom. Financial freedom, that is another reason. Freedom. I want to free myself from this sort of lifestyle that everyone lives of. Go to work, come back from work, have dinner, go to sleep, wake up, repeat. And that's just such a boring life. And of course, you should never care about what other people think. Especially people who hate on you, who have hated on you. But one of my key drivers when I was super skinny and I hated myself, this was before I started social media, before I started my YouTube channel, before I started my podcast, before I started self-improvement, before I started working out. And I went into school every day and I absolutely hated myself. One of my key drivers was to show everyone that said shit to me, disrespected me, threatened me, shoved me, pushed me, kicked the ball at my face on yard, that I wasn't this piece of shit they could kick around, I wasn't this little scrawny fuck who wasn't going to protect himself and didn't have any self-respect. And I did not respect myself. I walked through the corridors, and if a girl said hi to me, I always say this, if a girl said hi to me, my heart would speed up. I wouldn't know what to say. And I just had no self-respect for myself. I didn't hold myself in a high manner. I didn't think, oh yeah, I'm him. I'm the shit. I thought, I'm just like this. I thought what everyone else thought of me. And I hated myself. And one of my key drivers was proving these people wrong. Showing up one day and seeing the look on their face when they go, oh my God, he's not who we think he is. Whether that's physically or mentally, whether I was more confident myself or whether I was ripped. That was one of my key drivers, was to see that realization in their eyes that, oh my God, this guy who we treated so badly, he's not the same guy who he used to be anymore. And I'm linking this to financially as well, of course. And this isn't something you should work for. One of your key drivers should not be proving people wrong, because then you care what they think. That is literally you in your head going, I still care enough about what these people think of me that I'm trying to prove something to them. You shouldn't have to prove prove that to anyone except for yourself. You should only want to prove yourself right. But of course, we are human. And as a side effect, I would have, of course, loved to see the look in their eyes when they see that I have proven them wrong. You think when they look at my day, whatever, 60 of recording a show every single day until I'm a millionaire, do you think they go, oh yeah, he's 100% going to be a millionaire? No. You know what they say when they look at these videos? It's probably something along the lines of, this absolute dope, oh, he's embarrassing himself. He's going to look back at this in 10 years and be like, oh my God, why did I put why did I set my bar so high? Now I'm working as, I'm working a 9 to 5, I'm being paid minimum wage and I don't enjoy my life. But the reason why I do this is because I'm so confident in where I'm going to be. I don't know how it's going to happen. Well, now I have more of an idea of how it's going to happen. Originally, I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I knew my destination was 100%. I'm going to become super fucking rich, super fucking built, super financially free, and super strong in my mind and body. So I'm going off track here, but that was also one of the reasons why I want to become super fucking rich. And those are just, I guess, a couple of reasons why you should want to follow my path. The reason why there's so little people who are super successful, super rich, 1% of the world, of the population, is because everyone else thinks, it's not me. That guy's rich, I'm not rich. And it just seems so far ahead in the future and so unreachable, ungrabbable, that they just think, oh, it's the hardest thing ever to become rich. I don't believe that. I know in my head that becoming rich is not as hard as people say it is. It's just that they have such little belief in themselves. They give up so easily that they're not rich. Also, if you work very, really hard at building Lego, you're not going to get as rich as if you put the same amount of effort into trading, for example. If you put the same amount of effort into a lower leverage skill, you're not going to have the same outcome. It's not just about working hard. If you work hard as an accountant for a company, you're going to be paid the same amount of money. People aren't paid in a 9 to 5 based off what they get done. They have a set income. But if you work hard in the right area, you can become super fucking rich. You just have to find out where you need to be putting your work. You need to find, what are my options for making loads of money? What are the highest leverage skills I can learn? Trading is one that came to me because it is a super high leverage skill. You can go from 0 to freaking 1 million in the space of a year, because you can leverage so much money without even having the money. And you work hard to understand all these concepts about trading, for example, and that hard work turns into easy money versus, imagine you work hard in school to try and get a degree and then you're paid a set amount of income. It's not always how hard you work. Sometimes there's an extra step, which is where are you putting that work into, if you get what I mean. And now I'm kind of yapping right now, and I probably have forgotten a couple of things I wanted to say on this video, but this video is really for telling you guys that the manifestation is still here. I'm still believing every single day that I will get to the same outcome. I'm still working hard every single day to get to where I want to be, to get to where I want to be. And you should too. If there's anything you can take out of this episode or video, it should be how much I believe in myself, which translates to how much you should believe in yourself, how hard I'm willing to work to get to where I want to be, which you should do too. And I truly promise you viewers right here, I will become super fucking rich. People might be in the comment section of this video and they might be writing some hate. Or people might be watching this video going, oh my God, he's so embarrassing. Or all he cares about is money. No, but I also want some money, okay? And honestly, if you don't want money, then you don't have to have money. You can live your own life, but why are you watching this video if you don't want to become as successful as possible? If you're watching this video and all you're getting out of my video is, oh my God, he's so shallow, all he cares about is money, you don't have the right mindset, and this isn't the account for you. This isn't the YouTube channel for you. I'm sorry. And you can go on with your life, and I wish you the best. But for those of you who can understand why I want to be rich, and don't just go, oh, he's shallow, or oh, all he cares about is money, then, I think you have a fighting chance in this world that is very hard to become successful in. Now, of course, I'd actually argue that the world right now we're living in is the easiest time to become rich, as I've said. With that, I'm going to leave you guys on that. As always, think limitless. My next video will probably be tomorrow. Today's Saturday. Tomorrow I'm going down the country to Wexford, to my cousin's house in Noah. You guys know him. I've mentioned him a couple of times. And we're going to be doing some cool stuff. I'm going to record us maybe pier jumping, maybe going in for a swim in the cold water. And just doing some other stuff, maybe exploring the house, or I don't know. But I'm going to definitely make a vlog out of tomorrow. As always, think limitless. See you next time. Guys, please try to take something out of this video. I don't make these videos for no reason. I don't take this time to set up an entire script just so that I can yap here. These videos are honestly coming from what do I think can benefit my viewers so they can get to the same spot as I'm in and where I'm going to. Bye-bye.